Hi, my name is Leisa Desmoulins. I am an assistant professor in the Department of Aboriginal Education, and I'm also the lead researcher on a recent study of the Citizen Satisfaction Survey. So it was unique in two ways. The first way was that we wanted to attract a wider demographic of people to respond to the survey. And the second way was that we added trust questions to the survey. So we looked to Regina Police Service, and we also looked to the General Social Survey on Victimization that Statistics Canada puts out. And so we took those two surveys that exist already, as well as the Thunder Bay Police surveys, and from that we built another survey based on all three of them. We used the existing format, which is an online format, because there's a lot of uptake with the survey. A lot of people know about it, and a lot of people go onto the site to fill out the survey. But in order to hear from non-traditional respondents, we also did an in-person survey. And so that can be door-to-door, it can be in places where people gather, it can be any kind of place where you could do it one-on-one with someone, face-to-face. One of the findings that really surprised me is that when we asked a second question, which was, were you treated with respect, to those people who had answered yes to the contact with police, we had similar levels between both samples of people who were treated with respect. So we had 80% of the online people saying they were treated with respect, and 80% of the face-to-face or in-person group saying that they were treated with respect. Because we went and sought out non-traditional respondents, we had the opportunity to hear from a wider perspective of people. So those differences that came out were around the trust questions. Particularly, we asked people if they felt that police treated people fairly. And we saw big differences between the online group, who saw more fairness, and the in-person group, who saw less fairness. And one of the characteristics of trust is that people see that the police treat them fairly and make decisions fairly. So that was an interesting comparison, that one of our groups, our in-person group, had much less perception that they were treated fairly. I think that it really pinpoints for the Thunder Bay Police that the place that they can make the most impact in terms of developing relationships is with Indigenous peoples and with youth. And so those two areas are areas that they can focus on. And we're looking at gathering more information from those specific groups in terms of what are some of the ways that police can improve their relationships, and hearing that from people who live in Thunder Bay, citizens of Thunder Bay.